Chandrayaan, India making Hisotry in space. Chandrayaan is the name of a series of Indian lunar exploration missions conducted by the Indian Space Research Organization. The word Chandrayaan is derived from the Sanskrit words chandra, meaning moon, and yaan, meaning vehicle or craft. The Chandrayaan missions are aimed at exploring and studying the moon's surface, composition, and environment. There have been multiple Chandrayaan missions, each with its specific objectives and payloads. Chandrayaan-3, this was India's first lunar mission and marked the beginning of the Chandrayaan series. The spacecraft carried 11 scientific instruments, including a moon impact probe that was released and impacted the moon's surface. The mission made significant discoveries, including the presence of water molecules on the lunar surface. Chandrayaan-2, this mission included an orbiter, a lander named Vikram, and a rover named Pragyan. The goal was to study the lunar surface and explore the South Polar region, where water ice was suspected to be present in permanently shadowed craters. While the orbiter successfully continues to study the moon from orbit, the lander's attempted soft landing was not successful. Chandrayaan-3 is a follow-on mission to Chandrayaan-2 to demonstrate end-to-end capability in safe landing and roving on the lunar surface. It consists of lander and rover configuration. It will be launched by LVM-3 from SDSC Sriharikota. The propulsion module will carry the lander and rover configuration till 100 km lunar orbit. The propulsion module has spectropolarimetry of habitable planet Earth payload to study the spectral and polarimetric measurements of Earth from the lunar orbit. Lander payloads, Chandra's surface thermophysical experiment to measure the thermal conductivity and temperature. Instrument for lunar seismic activity for measuring the seismicity around the landing site, Langmuir probe to estimate the plasma density and its variations. A passive laser retroreflector array from NASA is accommodated for lunar laser ranging studies. Rover payloads, alpha particle X-ray spectrometer and laser-induced breakdown spectroscope for deriving the elemental composition in the vicinity of landing site. Chandrayaan-3 consists of an indigenous lander module, propulsion module and a rover with an objective of developing and demonstrating new technologies required for interplanetary missions. The lander will have the capability to soft land at a specified lunar site and deploy the rover, which will carry out in situ chemical analysis of the lunar surface during the course of its mobility. The lander and the rover have scientific payloads to carry out experiments on the lunar surface. The main function of PM is to carry the LM from launch vehicle injection till final lunar 100 km circular polar orbit and separate the LM from PM. Apart from this, the propulsion module also has one scientific payload as a value addition, which will be operated post-separation of lander module. The launcher identified for Chandrayaan-3 is LVM-3M4, which will place the integrated module in an elliptic parking orbit of size 170 by 36,500 km. Chandrayaan launched history till date. July 6, 2023. The launch is scheduled for July 14, 2023, at 14:35 HRSIST from the second launch pad, SDSC Sriharikota. July 7, 2023. Vehicle electrical tests completed. Citizens are invited to witness the launch from the Launch View Gallery at SDSC Sriharikota by registering it here. July 11, 2023. The launch rehearsal simulating the entire launch preparation and process lasting 24 hours has been concluded. July 14, 2023. LVM-3M4 vehicle successfully launched Chandrayaan-3 into orbit. Chandrayaan-3, in its precise orbit, has begun its journey to the moon.
July 17, 2023. The second orbit-raising maneuver performed. The spacecraft is now in 41,603 kilometers x 226 kilometers orbit. July 22, 2023. The fourth orbit-raising maneuver is completed. The spacecraft is now in a 71,351 kilometers x 233 kilometers orbit. July 25, 2023. Orbit-raising maneuver performed on July 25, 2023. Next firing is planned for August 1, 2023. August 1, 2023. The spacecraft is inserted into the translunar orbit. The orbit achieved is 288 kilometers x 369,328 kilometers. Lunar orbit insertion is planned for August 5, 2023. August 5, 2023. Chandrayaan-3 is successfully inserted into the lunar orbit. The orbit achieved is 164 kilometers x 18,074 kilometers, as intended. August 6, 2023. LBN number 2 is successfully completed. The spacecraft is in 170 kilometers x 4,313 kilometers orbit around the Moon. Chandrayaan-3 video, the Moon, as viewed by Chandrayaan-3 during lunar orbit insertion. August 9, 2023. Chandrayaan-3's orbit is reduced to 174 kilometers x 1,437 kilometers following a maneuver performed on August 9, 2023. August 14, 2023. The mission is in the orbit circularization phase. The spacecraft is in 151 kilometers x 179 kilometers orbit. August 16, 2023. The spacecraft is in an orbit of 153 kilometers x 163 kilometers after the firing on August 16, 2023. August 17, 2023. Lander module is successfully separated from the propulsion module. Deboosting planned for August 18, 2023.